Howdy folks, Kerbo here. Welcome to Ravenport. We'll start a new series on Farming Simulator 19. And this is the so-called American map. And we got a new version of Farming Sim. So I'm going to start out here. Just leaving the animal part of the farm here, which we'll take a look at later. We'll head back to the main farm. And we need to get some crops harvested, so I'm going to jump in the combine. So I'm kind of starting out here. I did a custom start. What I did is I started in easy mode, which gives you all the buildings on your farm. Then I changed all the settings over to hard mode. And then I edited the money, bought a bunch of fields. So we basically own kind of the southeast corner of the map and the fields around the farm. So it's kind of like starting on hard mode, only I've got all the buildings in place because I thought it looked kind of silly just being empty. And I've bought all my equipment. We're going for John Deere theme because we've got John Deere in the base game now. And this is the farm. Most of you have probably seen Ravenport by now. So this is going to be my little take on the series. Trying to get up there in that building. Drop this plow off. And I tell you what, let's not. Let's just put it back behind the building. That'll probably be easier. This plow has a wheel on it, so it's a little squirrely backing up. I think we'll just ease on around back here. So I haven't added any buildings to the starting farm except for a vehicle workshop over there by the barn. We'll take a little tour here in a minute. And then I've put down animals. We're going to do eventually cows, sheep, pigs, and horses. Don't have any chickens. Just really couldn't find a good place to put a chicken coop here on the main farm. Alright, let's leave that guy there. Really need some gearbox and stuff. This is all my mods from 17. We're getting used to 19 a little bit. So I happen to have the wheel and everything set up right now, so we're doing that with the TrackIR and all that 9 yards. Just take a quick spin here while we're in the tractor. So we've got our water there, we've got our silo bin there. Just magically holds all of our different grains. Over here you can see I've added the vehicle workshop. Over here by the barn, there's all these static buildings around which don't do anything, which is kind of a shame. Seems like a waste. There you can see I've got my road tractor and a couple big trailers. We'll use that big trailer when we go get some animals. At some point in the series, I kind of want to get some base stuff done. Get some food stocked up before we get any animals going. Other than that, it's pretty much just the stock stuff here. I've got some seed fertilizer out here ready to go. And I will pull the map up here as soon as we hop in the combine. Lower that down. And turn that off. And my TrackIR freeze button isn't working. TrackIR doesn't recognize that this is Farming Simulator 19 for some reason. It says Farmer Simulator 2009, so then it loses the profile all the time. It's okay, we'll work around it. So we got the John Deere T560 here. This is a smaller the John Deere combines. Let me just reach down here and pull up the map. If we turn on the buy land, you can see here, I've bought all this land, then bought a bunch of equipment. We've got a little bit of money left over, not a lot. So we've got some fields that are ready to harvest. We've got 18 and 22 and 24, which are all corn, I believe. I think 23 is wheat. No, 22 is wheat. 22 and 24 are wheat. I was going off the harvest and color. And 18 should be corn, so we'll go get the corn. I think we got the corn head out ready to go. And what is 24? 24 is What is 24? Oh, 24 and 22 are both. Got it. Now we've got all the animals over here by these two fields. So let's get the corn header on. We'll get 18 squared away. And we'll go from there. So I've been having a lot of fun with 19. Like I said, I do miss a lot of my mods that make it more realistic, including more realistic mod, but the physics, they're not too bad. It's not more realistic, but you know, it's a lot better than base 17 was, in my opinion. You can kind of feel the weight. You can kind of feel it when you're pulling the plow. The hills kind of matter. So that's okay for now until we get something better. Up here to this corn head. Oh, boy. The biggest problem I have is there's no shuttle control. Really miss having a shuttle control. And then you got to push the brake to go backwards. Very weird. I do hear Seasons is coming. Officially, the word is out. Seasons is coming to 19. No date yet. So, looking forward to that. What they can do with all the new features in 19. Already seen some sneak preview screenshots. They've got weeds in as part of Seasons. So it'll use that new stuff. Of course, graphically 19, it looks better. The lighting is a lot better. I don't think it's as good as they hyped it up to be, but looks alright. Sounds are a lot better, the environment and everything. There's another place I forgot about. I did put down a hay barn. Hold our hay and grass and whatnot. Still kind of learning my way around the farm. I think 18 is down here just past the animals. Get some flashers on here. I don't think anybody comes down our road. But just in case. Old Jethro there with his scrapyard. Cluttering up the place. So we own these fields down here. That's where I put all the animals. It's about the only room I could find for the placeables. So everything is over there. Cows, horses, pigs, and sheep. Everything's there. And here's our cornfield. One thing I've noticed with this map is I don't think it's really finished. And it's really trashy. There's trash everywhere. So I don't know what to think about that. But there's no access roads to the fields. Just feels really unfinished. Pull up the mini-map. This is our field. Just making sure. Still getting used to everything. So we're just gonna, I guess, drive through the bushes and find our own spot over here. Take a couple headlands off, scare some birds. Engine sound could be better. It sounds like it's idling until you get up a little bit of speed. See, I need this thing unfolded, which I think... Whoop, well, that lack of shuttle control gets me every time. Vehicle should not move when you push on the brake. Stab it! I need a gearbox mod. Alright, we're unfolded. Good to go. It's so counterintuitive to push on the brake and the thing takes off backwards. If you don't time it just right, it will take off backwards. It's not just a brake. And I was literally just streaming cattle and crops, which actually has good, brakes. So I'm a little bit discombobulated here. So I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and then the middle. So I think if we start here, we should be good. Try that. Oh, that's right. They don't have... Forgot about that. The crop spacing on the corn doesn't match the headers. So we're just kind of guessing here. I mean, how do you get that wrong? I don't want to just make this a big rant about 19, but there's a lot of problems with 19. This is a few patches in. I can actually use my wheel, and I can use all but 2 of the buttons on my wheel, which is a Logitech G27. Still have some issues. Hopefully I can eventually use all the buttons. Hit that and then that. There we go. And then, I mean, how do you not have the crop line up with your header? I don't get it. How does that make it through QA? I think the sunflowers work. So I guess I can't go off the spacing of the header. We'll just kind of guess it. Take a couple rows or a couple passes here and get this opened up, then we'll head down to the other end. But anyway, flaws and all, it's still a lot of fun. I've been streaming it some, been playing. I've got a hardcore farm going over on Twitch. I'm going to drop by there and say howdy sometime. This is going to be kind of my Ravenport US playthrough. Here's a little bit of physics going on. I had to give it quite a bit of go-go to get it to get back up that hill. So the physics aren't perfect, but it does have a decent feel to it when you're pulling big loads or going up a hill. It's definitely better than stock 17 was. So I'm going to try to do most everything in the game here on this series. Like I said, we've got all the animals up there, except chickens. We're not going to mess with chickens. So we'll get some corn in to sell. I'm going to plant grass around the 2 fields. There's a field and then part of a field left up there where the placeables aren't in the way. That's all going to be grass for the cows and horses and sheep. May have to do some more grass than that. We just kind of have to see what the yields are going to be like. Pushing on the go button and it's not going. There we go. I was still in brake mode or something. So that's quite a bit of grass to need, because we're going to have cows which need grass, horses which need hay, and sheep which need grass or hay. So we might end up converting one of these other fields into grass as well. Just have to see. That's why I'm going to kind of wait till we get a little bit of stuff. Ah, darn it. Push the brake to go backwards. You'd think after, 20, 30 hours in this game, I'd get used to that, but still not used to it. 900 hours of going the other direction. Brake means brake. Not anymore. So we'll get some stuff stocked up, and then we'll start getting some animals. Couple rows off of that. Push the brake to go backwards, and we'll get this figured out. Yeah, man. So I'll probably try to make these episodes about 20 minutes or so. Let me know what you think about that. If you want longer videos, I can do longer videos. I know, for me at least, I'm having a hard time keeping up with everybody on YouTube. And there's a lot of longer videos I just can't make it through. Let me know what you think. We can do long videos or short videos. And I'm going to try to do it all from the cab here, the wheel. Also, let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about me missing all this corn over there. Man, does this guy even know how to farm? That corn not being lined up with the header, I'm missing it. Oops, I just hit a button. I'm not sure what that did. That's some pretty poor farming right there is what that is. It's throwing me off. Normally you can stick the middle snoot down a row and go for it. Not in 19, because why have your crop line up with the header? That's just crazy talk. Somebody will mod that, hopefully. So we actually have correct crop spacing. I know they did that on the No Creek Farms in 17. He had the soybeans actually correct spacing rather than what they were in game. But I think that's part of the map, so somebody would have to make a modded version of this map. That's probably won't happen anytime soon. I saw today, I'm recording this on Friday. I saw today they put out the new Giants Editor 8.1. It has some map import-export support from 17, so hope to be seeing some awesome maps coming out next few weeks. But we're going to give it a little bit of a go here on Ravenport and see what we can get done, even though I think this is a pretty terrible map. But it's the one we have. So we're going to roll with it. So I think what I need to do is kind of put the snoot on that row. Rather than between the rows like you would normally do, you got to follow the row. Then maybe we can get it. We're about half full. The only tipper I have is the semi-tipper, so we'll probably just bring the big truck down here. I'm getting off again. Instinctively, I want to follow a row. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks, apparently. Oh, backwards. There you go. I didn't even look. Does the joystick... Well, the joystick is moving. Somewhat. Or is it just moving because the cab's moving? Can't tell. Let me brake. Yeah, the joystick's moving. Alright. It doesn't move very far forward, though. So the controller's moving when I push on the pedal. And the latest patch, they actually fixed the TrackIR. When it first came out, your head was always tilted like this. So when you turned, it was really weird. But they got that patched. So you don't feel like you're going to throw up when you're driving with TrackIR now. A lot of exciting multiplayer changes too in 19, so I may try to get on the server and check that out. A lot of the multiplayer management type stuff like SimStation was trying to do on his server with mods is built into the base game now. It's nice to see. Coming up on 20 minutes. I'm going to finish this row. We'll take a quick run over there to the farm, to the animal place, and I'll show you that, and then we'll call it good here on episode 1. Just about got this guy full anyway. Let's get her turned around. Must say, I do like driving from the cab like this. It makes it a lot more immersive. So I'm just going to have to set up my wheel more often, I think. That's what we're going to have to do. Alright, I don't have a parking brake, so we just need to shut her down. Reach over here. I can't freeze my TrackIR, so... So, Farmer's Touch mod basically is in the game now. So we got corn, it's harvested. Needs plowing, apparently. So we'll have to get us a subsoiler. Let's run over here. There's a lot more wildlife now, birds. A lot more ambient sounds, too. So the environment's a little more immersive. I'm really liking it. We got some wind noise and all kinds of good stuff. Birdies chirping. Don't have any paths anywhere, so hopefully somebody will make the roller mod from 17 available. Start making our own paths. But this is field, well, let me pull up the mini map. This is field 21 here, so we're in part of 20 and 21 is where we've got our animals. So this is the cow pasture, it's a small one. I think it'll hold 50 cows, even though there's no way you can get 50 cows in there. We've already got our water tanks staged. Now, this was a sugar beet field, so I've been plowing that under. We're going to just make this a grass field. So I was doing a little bit of adjusting here, grading fields, and going to join it up with that other one down there. This is the sheep pasture, I believe. Yeah, this is the sheep pasture. I think it also holds 50. And this is the horse corral pasture. And then we got the piggies over here. And I don't remember for sure on numbers. They all hold, I think, about 50. Horses might be smaller. And then this is all going to be grass field here. It's going to treat it all as a grass field. It may eventually plow all this so I can fertilize and whatnot, but placeable system is neat, but like they didn't even match up the grass colors. So it looks kind of goofy. But it is nice to be able to place them wherever you want. And it does the terraforming. So that will be it for this one. I'm going to head back over to the combine, get that field finished up. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.